Hey guys, what's going on? F5 here, and welcome back to Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had just finished our business with the barbarians, where we basically cut off their supply for potions, where they go berserk and rage. I don't think it's going to help them any, but we'll see how things go. But I digress. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going to a new tribe, seeing how we fare there, and we'll do whatever we want along the way. But I digress. Without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens, because we've got quite a bit to do. Alrighty. Now, I have been thinking on what to do for Fridays, because I must admit, doing 2 streams of Warhammer 40k is getting a bit much, but at the same time, I'm not sure what to stream. I do have a game in mind, actually, to be fair. I've just been thinking on whether I should stream it or not, because it's an interesting game, but it's not, like... It's not normal for what I play, usually. But I figure you guys might enjoy it, because I actually enjoy it quite a bit in my free time, so... I'm figuring, hey, if it's entertaining, why not, right? But, I have been thinking on whether I should do it or not. If you guys want to see that, well, I'll give it a test run, on Friday. See if you guys, enjoy it. Or Friday, my time, but, if you guys enjoy it, let me know. And, we'll go from there. And if you guys like it, I'll make it into a series. But I digress. We've handled this part of the section of the map. We've handled this part of the section of the map. We just need to go... not east, we need to go west, but we can still deal with the enemies here, I suppose. That was easy. And yeah, we just want to go west from here, because that's going to lead us to where we need to go. I think. At least the experience here is well worth it. We're getting 820 per. A. At the very least, the reflex bows are going to help. Oh, we've ran into an issue with inventory. That's fine. We're going to have to drop some things here, so let me quickly go and do that. Or at the very least, we need to consume weight. So I guess we deal with the Fisherman's Breath here. Sewell's Delight. Camelot Delicacy, fried cheese. That gets rid of most of the issues. Endless Creams of Agony. Give me a hot second while I check to see if there's anything that goes on with this. Endless Creams of Agony. Hmm. I have no idea why it says this is a, ending item, but this is a very interesting situation, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it does have anything to do with an ending, but it would be very hilarious if it did. But for now, let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of scalps. We don't really need those, but hey, it's there. Do we need anything? I mean, I guess I could drop some bear pelts. That'd be the easiest way for us to continue, so... I don't know where the items went, so I'm just not going to give a care about it, and we're going to deposit some items, sell some items. We should probably sell first before we go and do anything else. So, well, I guess I could deposit first real quick. There's no harm in it. We'll go into our stash here. Let's see. Okay, we stored the hook, the lair. We've got Ice Crusher. We'll store these. Quiet Death can go. Midnight Wolf Spear, Starlight Serpent Lance, the Unstoppable. Don't need the weapon coatings, as far as I'm aware, so we can stow that. We keep the Siege Bow, because that's just staple for us. Armor types. Each consecutive hit increases critical chance by 1, which we do a lot of hits, to be fair. But we don't need to get this specifically, because we got Sir Gawain's gear. Don't need this. Nope. Nope. Increases movement speed multiplier by 10 while non-combat. Nope. Taking damage increases attack speed by 15 for 10 seconds. Not bad, but we're better off taking the physical damage increase. No. Harbinger of Night Leggings. Nope. 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 And nope. Increase max stamina by 10% for every 5 seconds spent in combat. Nope. And no to these. We don't need this. We keep the encumbrance. Don't need the lucky amulets. Don't need this. Don't need these. Let's put in the relics here, because we don't need these on us. Physical attacks regenerate 5% of the damage dealt as mana. Not as good as everything else. If we could inflict freeze on an enemy, this would be really good. All attacks started during a sprint have a ×2 crit chance, which we don't need. Yeah. And we'll just put all these items away, because there's no way we need to carry these items. Well, we don't really need to carry these items to begin with. I guess we could do some serious cooking, to be fair, or smithing or whatever have you. But we're gonna quickly just go through this. Apologies if you guys are a bit stunted by the blinking, but it's fine. Alright, we can put away the ones that are grayed out. There we go. we can put away these books here. We'll take one of each that we don't need anymore. The rest we keep as is. Huh. I think that covers everything that we need. The rest we can sell as necessary, so... I think I can go sell to this guy without too much hassle. Hey, bud.
Do you need?
Open our shop. At least he sells meteorite and all that jazz, so it's not like it's a bad thing if we go and purchase stuff from this guy. But for now, let's just go on a sell spree. We keep titanium types, but anything that isn't titanium, we sell. Dalriata armor just goes for a good price. Dalriata totems are nice for price as well. Don't need to get those away. Got a lot of potion types. We should only need the 5s, so we're going to sell those. Keep the Loving Witch Brew. We're going to sell the Stamacid. Locking Mana is good enough for me. We don't really need the Fairy Mush. Aromatic Remedies 5 is good. We don't need Tenacious Archer. We don't want the Last Stand. Keep the movement speed buff. Sell these. Restores 50% of mana. Honestly, I'm tempted to sell the Druid's Friend because we don't really use mana to begin with anyways. Yeah, let's sell the 50%. Sell these, sell these, sell these. Digestion Tinctures we keep because that's a 75% heal. Sell those. Keep the Restore 80% at least. We keep the Precision Potions because those help the most for us. We don't need Fireballs anymore because Precision Potions replace those. Great Health Potions can go. Keep the Great Mana Potion. Sell these. We're gonna keep the 100 plus HPs. I mean, we've got so many Precision Potions. I think we can afford to keep or sell a few of these. We can go up to 4 without too much issue, I do believe. Beyond that, that'll have to do. Alright, we will sell some of these guys here. Keep the rest, because these will be handy for a rainy day. We don't need these anymore. We can sell some of these unknowns. There we go. Get us a bit more cash. Okay, do we have any duplicates that we can cover? I don't think we do. But that's a good thing. Having duplicates is always a bad thing. Anything from stash we want to sell? I mean, let's sell the Ice Crusher, because we've only got increased damage by 50 if enemy is frozen. I mean, having two of each wouldn't hurt, right? It's when we have three of each that we sell. So we're never going to need three wolf fangs. So we sell one. We've got two old steel maces. Got okay. Yeah, we're basically gonna take everything that is three and sell. Poison Knight Gladius. Do we need a +7 versus a normal? Not really. We can sell one. Well, we'll keep two just in case. You never know. We don't need the Frostbitten Warrior Sword, so we'll sell that. Two-handed. Two-handed, we only need one of, so we will sell anything that we don't need. I'm gonna sell the Crimson Crusher, because that's just meh. We only need one of the two Unstoppables, so we will sell one. We've got two Bloodstings, so we want to sell one of them. Fields of Misery and Blown Club, yep. Poison Knight Greatsword is one of them. Oath of Famine, Poison Knight Greatsword. We've already got +7 Poison Knight Greatsword, so we only sell the ones that aren't enchanted. Here we go. Shields, let's see. We're gonna sell the Worn Sentinel, I guess. Because we already got one Worn Sentinel, so no need to get two. We've already got one Thunderous Greatbow, so we can sell the other. There we go. We do not need iron arrows. We don't need iron sharpened arrows or iron fire arrows. And we keep the word bone arrows because those are fun. At no point do I see us using two of the same prisms. Because for prisms, you need one hand in your offhand. And then you use the other hand to cast spells, because otherwise it just sits there doing nothing. So we are going to go with selling one of the prisms of the Maelstrom. Is what I would say if they weren't cheap as hell, so there's no reason for us to sell them to begin with. Alright, armor-wise, let's see. We don't need duplicates, so we will sell duplicates as they come. But we can get rid of the Plague Wraith stuff, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get rid of anything that isn't blue. There we go. Okay. Now let's go into organization. Leads from... At least we've got a lot of options available to us when it comes to gear. I could make a bleed build with the Halo of the Hollow Sun. But we'd need spirituality to make our crits bleed as well. It would, we'll lose out on the crit chance when our health is above 90%, though, if we were to go that route, so... Not exactly ideal. Okay, we've got two elusive cows, so we can sell one of those. Let's see, what else we got for duplicates? We've got two fledgling garbs, so we can sell one. Two assassin tunics, we'll sell one. We have two elusive robes, so we'll sell one of these. We have two revenant rib cages, one is higher than the other, so we sell the lower tier one. Okay, we've got two battle mage tunics, so we sell one of them. Traveler's robe, we sell the weaker one and go from there. Festering chest guard, we leave that alone. Tattered tainted priestess's robe. And then there's the tainted priestess's robe. So the tattered version just gives a set amount mana, whereas the tainted gives a percentage amount of mana. So this is arguably better than the former, but we still keep the unique versions of them. Okay, let's see what duplicates we can find. We've got a duplicate of assassin gloves, so we sell this one. I think that's it, really. I don't see any duplicates among the lot here, so we continue on. The Prophet's breeches and loose pants are the same image, but otherwise different. We've got duplicates of battle mage trousers, so we sell one. Don't need multiple units of traveler's pants when we got +5 here. That's that. We don't need the traveler boots because we've already got +5 version of them. Alright. Let's sell one of the feud mystic totems. We've got a Sylvain beast-hide totem. The difference is the color. We're going to keep the darker color here. We've got the Volker Berserker totem, which increases crit chance by 20, but also increases incoming damage. Honestly, this might even be better than what we currently got, but eh. Sylvain totem is fine, as is. And I guess the rest is pretty much fine. Alright, jewelry. Let's see. We want to always keep 2 of the rings, because 2 rings never hurt anybody. But if we have 3 rings, that's a problem. It doesn't look like we got duplicates, so that's fine. We do have a duplicate of witch glass, however, so we will sell one. Okay, amulets. We've got Arcane Weaver prisms. Both are the same here, with the +1. We can sell one of them, because it's an amulet. Otherwise, it looks like, all of them are fine. Okay, anything in relics? Relics we can keep in bulk. There's no reason to not. But, yeah. I mean, we could see what's in our stash, I suppose. We don't really use bows that much, so we can sell that. Hunter's luck. Yeah, well, we'll keep these. Yeah, there's a lot bow stuff. We'll sell the tenacious archer stuff, I guess. We will go into potions and buy back the what is it? Yeah, we'll buy back the trick shots. It's fine. Foodstuffs, no need to worry about. Got so much other stuff as well. It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, we've got a lot of stuff. I bet if we go outside and do some alchemy, we'll get some insane stuff. But I just had to go through the inventory real quick and sort things out. At the very least, getting some upgrades wouldn't hurt. So, it works out for us. But, yes. Now, all we gotta do is we are going to use our bonfire here. We can cook here, which will allow for more recipes. We're just going to randomize it here. We don't really care about what we make. We're just here to cover every single option. But mainly, we're doing this so that way we can level up our cooking up to 100. The sooner we get to 100, the highest tier food is going to be available to us, so the sooner we get this done, the better. To be fair, we could just make specific recipes, though, so we're going to be sorting by price here. Well, no, let's go by, yeah, no, let's go by price. We'll make cheese balls of doom, grandma's powder milk, poultry stew. Then we'll do sea soup, I guess. Cabbage rolls. Fish soup. Cooked meat, I guess. We do not want to waste word meat on that, but it would be a nice thing to do. We'll do seafood next. Onion buns. Cooked fruits. Oh boy. And cooked veg. And then we go into experimental, and we'll just finish the rest off here. Scrambled eggs with veggies. Nice. But yes, if we do that, then there we go. We can now use this to go into alchemy, which is what we want here. This will just give us access to our vast repertoire of potion types. Let's see. We want to specifically have access to the miscellaneous potions here. We are going to prioritize precision potions here to start with. Okay, there we go. We are going to then make some rejuvenation potions. We'll also make some slow fall potions. Thorny potions come next. We will then have leaper potions. Follow up with bloodsucker potions. Caller's Grace is also an option, so I guess we'll just make a whole bunch of these. If we can, which we can't really. Well, I mean, we can. We can make some origin potions. No reason to not, so there you go. We'll make some tenacious archer potions. We want to lock stamina at 100. This is just a good, reliable tool for us. No need to do cursed things here. Alright. Let's make as much great health potions as we can. Then we make as much aromatic remedies as we can. There we go. Then we make great mana potions. And that just leaves these small mana potions, which I guess we will make but sell. There we go. That's a whole slew of potions. Increases incoming damage by 20% for 30 seconds. That's actually pretty good. Mathier's Battle Rage, yeah. That will basically be a damage reduction in a battle, which is insane. But, yeah. I guess the last thing on the list is obviously Moss from a Cursed Well, but we don't really need that, do we? We can quickly go and identify here while we're at it. Alright, there we go. Now we gotta sell a whole bunch of stuff, but I digress. Should be fine. Don't need the silencer. We don't need the flame guard. Burns enemies when successfully parried. We don't really block much, and so the flame guard actually might be a better shield for us, now that I think about it. I mean, yeah, this would be the hit, wouldn't it, right? Burns the enemy when successfully parried. So if we do... we're going to need to go into another option anyway, so parry was going to inevitably be my option. So Flame Guard might be the way to go. It's only going to be good until we hit 90 block anyway, so there is also that fact to consider. So I guess that's going to be our battle plan then. Alright, let's go on a sell spree here. Got a lot more to sell, basically. This is just micromanagement. It has to be done, so... we're here to sell. Alright, so let's see. Don't need a Gladius, Sentinel Spear, or Longsword. We don't need Poison Knight Gladius. Don't need Red Death Shield, don't need the Reflex Bows, and whatnot. We're going to go into potions now. Apparently we got a +5 origin potion, which is funny. We don't need to shoot additional arrows. We keep the thorn potions. I guess we go from here. But at least the potions are given plenty of gold, so that's good. We'll sell 4s and 3s. We'll keep 5s and 6s. Don't need those. Keep those. Don't need these. Keep the +5s and higher. We sell these. Don't need +3s. I mean, we already got +4 health potions, so we can sell the +3s now. +4s are lasting for 54 seconds, while +5s last for 60. So we keep those. We've got plenty of thorns +5, so we can sell those. +3s can go. We'll keep the +4s and +5s. We've probably made a mistake doing that, but whatever. Slow falls, we got 4s and 5s, so there you go. That'll have to do for potions. Now for food. We'll start by weight. Then we'll go by price. Alright. Anything that goes for 90 health or lower, or rather 100 health or lower, then we sell. Go. And these we automatically sell because there's no need for these. Okay. And miscellaneous we can probably deposit into our chest and we'll go from there. Okay. That was a pain to deal with, but it was necessary in order to continue on. So, that's just the reality of it. So now, all we gotta do is put away the materials here. There we go. The only other thing that I can think of doing is real quick is going to the grindstone and upgrading accordingly. We're gonna go by price. Word bone arrows are the way to go for here. We don't want to waste titanium arrows, so we're not going to. Let's see. Each missing point of health increases max stamina by 0.5. And each missing point of stamina increases physical damage by 0.5. This could scale ridiculously well. But, eh. Increases physical damage by 100 when health is below 20, and straight up increases critical chance by 25%. It's not bad for a back place, I'm not gonna lie. Well, either which way, we don't need to worry too much about this, so we're not going to bother. Let's go into upgrades. I think I can upgrade my gauntlets yet another level. Yeah, we can squeeze in one more level if we so desire. That's a flush 20 armor with this ridiculous gauntlet set, which is 14. If we are able to, I can get some extra leather, I think. So let's go into handcrafting. Let's make some leather. Let's go by price ascending. Make a whole bunch of leather here. This will just help us upgrade as needed. This doesn't increase anything. This increases the physical damage we do. So 7, 7. This increases armor. This increases stamina regen. We might need a better cloak in the future, but I guess this will have to do, won't it? I mean, I guess the leveling of our armor value is probably the best thing we can do right now, so let's prioritize that. So we can get this up to level 5 here. We can get it up to level 6 between 2. And I guess we can upgrade our dual knight cape a little bit here. There we go. Get it up to a +5, so that way our stamina regen is slightly higher. That's the best we can theoretically do for us here. So unless I can... Well, let's put in the leather here. I mean, I could set up the flame guard. I didn't actually consider that. That's my mistake, but I digress. Let's put in the word bone arrows, because we never need those, really. Do we need to do 5% physical damage, considering the Ring of Despair is here? Let's put that away. Put in the Amber Stride and the Gem of Ice. I mean, I could... As long as I successfully parry, I can quite literally take any shield. Because I tend to parry more than I block, do I? Or don't I, rather? So, let's see. So, blocking applies buildup of chill on the attacker. Blocking poisons the attacker. Each blocked hit increases the hero's melee damage by 5%. Successful parries increases block to 100%. I mean, I guess block of ice would probably be it, right? So if we block it just enough, we can apply enough buildup of chill to the target. And we'd be able to get X amount of damage, right? In which case, the rune for Gem of Ice would trigger. It specifies if enemy is frozen, so that doesn't really count as shield, does it? I mean, it would, but I'm not sure. I mean, at the same time, I could increase sneak attack damage, which would be wild of a choice. Smoldering Wrath. Critical hits light your weapon on fire for 5 seconds, increasing damage dealt by 15% and burning enemies. Would that mean that Smoldering Wrath triggers burn? Because crits light the weapon on fire, so would that mean that the shield gets the burn, or we deal the burn? That'd be a specific factor we'd have to consider, and if it does work, Haste Fang covers all attacks, so that's nice, but again, it's these very specific variables that really hit home whether it works or not. I'm gonna try Smoldering Wrath to see how it works before I jump into a different shield. Because if I can make burning work, then we should be good. So we will lose out on the stamina thing, but that's fine. We're gonna try Smoldering Wrath here, for at least a little while. And if it does work, and not the shield burns, but our attacks burn, then we will have chosen correctly. But alas. Let's now go to the area that we were meant to go this whole time. Because I've been faffing around far too long. God, 50 minutes of prep just to do all that. Damn. I apologize. Well, it can't be helped. This sort of prep is necessary if you want to, overcome the hard difficulty. Not that we've been having trouble. We've just been built different, really. Okay. There appears to be a mine. I'm not sure what's in the mine, but, let's check it out. I'm curious. You never know. There might be something of interest in here. Oh, I've been in here. Never mind. Yeah, no, I've been in here. Okay. I just had to check to be sure. No wonder all the chests were empty. Yeah, no, we go down here. Oh, hello. Okay, so the shield is on fire now. But it doesn't look like that the... Yeah, it doesn't look like, Yeah, no, we only get the bleed off, so... Yeah, the shield doesn't work as intended. There we go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back. We're going to reapply something different. It's clear that it only applies to specific weapon. So we do want to at least get our... We should at least make an effort to make sure our stamina is up to max, because that's going to help us be more durable. But if we can apply an effect, then we can increase our damage that way. Although it would only increase for the shield, wouldn't it? Yeah, so it's kind of a pointless endeavor. Alright, so attach relic. We want to get rid of this. And we either return to the Feast of Strain, which restores 15% of our stamina, or we increase a raw boost. Increase damage by 22% if enemy is burning. Get the enemy frozenness, or that would be best, right? So let's see. Let's see what shields we have available to us. Yeah, so we want to take a shield. Heal 20% of your armor back as damage on remaining enemies, and 75% of that on successful parry. Nope. Blocking applies a buildup of chill to the attacker. I guess the Upper Frost is probably the best choice, because that causes a small ice explosion chilling nearby enemies. No, if I'm going to do anything, I should probably go with the Block of Ice. Yes, it seems like an odd choice, but it's probably for the best. So if I go into attach relic here, let's quickly take this out, so that way we can test the block of ice. If enemy is frozen, increase damage by 44%. So the only difference between this and the Feral Charm is the Feral Charm increases physical damage, whereas this just raw increases damage. So we're going to apply 2 of these plus 2 gems of ice. This is going to give it the increased damage of an 88% chance. And just in case that doesn't work, we can re-equip the Balor's Bulwark. We're going to give it the physical damage increase, obviously, and we give it the Feast of Strain. So, assuming the new shield doesn't work as intended, well, we've got options. But assuming this does work, we will have an 88% increase to damage. But this is a specific calculation, so I'm not sure whether it will work or not, so we're just going to have to test. And the best way to test is obviously to freeze an enemy when they attack me, and go from there. Alright, well, let's go up. Okay, things are not looking good here. Divide we fall. Fall of Winter Moon. It's a small area for what it is. It's down here. I don't know, and we'll worry about that later. For now, let's go here. The Ulfr village. So we're gonna save here under Stream 21. Let's go talk with these guys.
Not another step. You. Who are you? And why do you think you belong here?
I need to speak with your people.
Not here, you don't. Ulfr land ain't for outsiders. Not unless the voice of the tribe says otherwise. Trust me, I wouldn't let you in if you were King Arthur himself. Especially not him. He'd have a sword up his ass before he took a step past this gate.
That's the matter. Gerfhammer sent me.
Seal looks real enough. Fine. Go on in. But don't cause trouble. We don't take kindly to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
Moody. Goodness.
Hey, you. Gerfon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot.
More or less. How did you know?
Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Okay. Well then. I mean, if you're gonna leave a locked chest like this and not impose a Stealing condition. Well, there you go. I'm gonna take it. Those are the Ulfr sleeping quarters. Can't really go down there, so we go up, I guess. Alright, rope. Rates. Yep. Alright, let's go up. See what's up here. So a lot of people, okay, so we'll start with the conversation here in the blacksmith, I guess. That way we can converse with everybody else and get quests from them, assuming there is quests, and we'll go from there. Let's save to just make sure things go well. Hello.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stroner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village?
Gurfnar sent me. He's calling for the moot.
That kind of order should go straight to Thrigvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Thrigvi won't attend the moot.
Well, the voice of the tribe sent me to help with whatever's stopping you from coming.
Well, that's good news. You're just the kind of person I've been hoping for. To help with Thrigvi, that is.
Well, what's going on with you and with your chieftain?
Thrigvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfr might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrigvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the Fore-dwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe.
Let me guess, he went bad?
I wouldn't call it madness. Thrigvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfr, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation.
Why can't you choose a new chieftain?
We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrigvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfr began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawning over him like fools. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it.
Tell me about your tribe.
The Ulfr are a proud people, always the first to charge into battle. For us, an honourable fight is the greatest glory and duty. We are also renowned for our blacksmiths, the finest and the forlorn swords. Our weapons and armour are unmatched all across Avalon. But now we've lost our way. When Gunvaldr called for aid, and Thrigvi forbade us from going, most of us stayed behind. It's the greatest shame of our tribe, and I know many feel the same.
Why did Thrigvi forbid you from helping another tribe?
I don't know for sure. Thrigvi doesn't speak much these days, not in his current state, but I have a theory it probably had something to do with the awakening giant of the Gunvaldr tribe. Many tribes envied them for it, and Thrigvi has a special connection to the giants. Maybe that played a role in his decision.
If it weren't for Thrikvir, would the Ulfr have joined the moot?
Yes, definitely. The Ulfr might be stubborn, but we've always valued unity among the Dalrita. Without Thrigvi's influence, there'd be no question. But his shadow looms large. It's hard to see a way forward while he's on that throne.
Okay, how can I help you with Thrikvir?
The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honourable duel, but there's no honour in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor Darvan knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrigvi myself, and honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable.
I'll go deal with Thrikvi.
Are you mad? Thrigvi is practically a demigod. No mortal can defeat him.
I'll manage. Well, I'll still go to Dardvander and find out what I need for the duel.
Smart choice. He lives in the second largest house in the village. You'll find it easily enough. I'll be here if you need anything else.
Let's see what you got. You have... I can't afford the item, but there is these. Crown of Netherbloom vestments, and Netherbloom gloves. I could probably sell something to make it easier to purchase, but I don't know. I mean, let's see. What could I sell, potentially? What does it cost? It costs 1,000, so I just need 300 more gold, basically. So I guess sell these? Yeah, there we go. Then we buy that. Then we go into our books. That gets us to research, assuming we need it. We'll go from there. Alright, let's get out of here. Guess we can talk with a whole bunch of people. I'm not sure whether we will have... I mean, if we keep that individual alive, that's fine, but... Then... But, we're basically going to be trying to... I mean, we are in it to stop the moot from succeeding, right? So... We'll just have to see how things pan out. Hello.
No. You're not a Dalriata. And you're too scrawny. Wouldn't make much of an impression.
What do you want about?
I was thinking of knocking you flat in a fight. So Concha would see it and say, bloody hell, that Thyka's strong. I'd love to wrestle her. But with you, it just wouldn't work.
I'm strong enough to fight you.
No. This needs someone with a bit more meat on their bones. But thanks for the offer.
So that's how Ulfriti's court people then.
How else could it be? What do your people do when they want to, you know?
Well, considering your circumstances, knights fight in tournaments for a lady's honor.
And the women don't fight. They just sit and watch.
Pretty much.
I'd die of boredom.
They also write romantic letters.
Look at me. Can you picture me writing romantic letters?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
And they also give little gifts, jewelry, embroidery, handkerchiefs, flowers.
Handkerchiefs? Like he's got a cold? How the hell does a handkerchief show him I can fight? Well, I could give him a good wallop.
Maybe just try talking to him?
I'm no good at talking. I'll forget what I wanted to say. And he'd think I'm thick. He probably already thinks that, with me just sitting here, staring at him.
What do you even see in Gongtur?
Just look at him. Those shoulders, like he could tear limbs off. Those massive fists, must have crushed dozens of skulls. And the scars. Look how long and thick they are. He's taken so many blows and he's still walking, breathing, like nothing ever happened.
Doesn't it bother you that he's from another tribe?
What does that matter when he's as strong as an Ulfr? Sure, there are things he still needs to learn about us, but I'd help him with that.
What can you tell me about Thrigvir?
Our chieftain, what's there to say? He's the strongest, so he leads. Even if the giant hadn't marked him, no one would have matched him. Off you go.
Alrighty.
Oi, don't I know you from somewhere?
Conquer. We were in prison together in the dungeons of Island Asylum.
Aye, that's it. I knew you looked familiar. It's good to see a fellow survivor from that cursed hole. Tell me, friend, how did you manage it? That hooded fellow helped you, didn't he? I need to know everything.
Yeah. Paradox. Not sure how I feel about him yet.
If you've got the guts to dislike the man who saved your life, he must have really done something to rub you the wrong way. You know, among the Dalriada, when someone saves your life, you owe them a debt until you can repay it. Usually by saving theirs. But now that I think about it, you don't have to like them. Respect is enough. So tell me, what's happening in the wider world?
Same old. The world's ending. The weirdness is scaring the wits out of people. Just another day.
Sounds about right. That's why I wanted to get back to my own people. Why should I risk my neck for outsiders? They've always treated us Dalriada like we're some necessary evil. Sure, they're nice enough when you're useful. But once it's over, they look at you like you're a stray dog. Nay, thanks. Dalriada will always be Dalriada, even if they're not my own tribe.
Why didn't the Ulfr tribe help the Gunvalder tribe?
Who knows? I wasn't here when Camelot attacked my tribe. I was already rotting in the asylum. If I had been, they wouldn't have pushed us back to the keep. Or maybe I'd have died an honourable death. I only know this. Thrigve forbade it. And the Ulfrats obey him like hounds chasing their master, even now in his current form.
What do you think of Thrigvi?
Not my chieftain, not my problem. We Gunvalder worshipped our own giant. Wasn't exactly lively when I left the village, but now it's glowing. No one knows why. The Thoid called it a blessing. Told all the Dalriada they should rejoice. But if you ask me, they got scared. Maybe that's why no other tribe helped. Not Ulfr, not Volker, nor even Thoid, who told us to be happy about our giant.
About uniting the tribes. Fairfounder sent me to gather them for the boots.
Good. It's about time. These tribes have had their heads so far up their own arses, acting like their problems are the only ones that matter. Who doesn't have problems, eh? Back in Arthur's time, we stood as one. Now, we're so damn stubborn we can't see past our own noses. It's bloody senseless.
And it does appear One Eye's rebellion was crushed by the combined forces of the hordes of south of Camelot.
Figures. Say what you will about Camelot, but they've got strength. Armies, machines, the works. Even united, they'd have been a hell of a foe. What was One Eye supposed to do with his ragtag bunch? Steal supplies? Chop down some trees? No, it was doomed from the start. If we'd all stood together, maybe. But he went ahead alone, and now it's over. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Alrighty. Let's go up to here then, I guess. This will be the next area that we go to. I don't think there's really anything you can grab around here, aside from maybe, like, barrels. I could go through literally everything, but I'm not going to. There's so much things that we'd have to grab just to make it viable. Alright, I guess we go into the Hall of the Stone Wardens.
Well, I'd offer you my hand, stranger. But with the stone sleep taking me away, I reckon that's not the best idea. Still, I'm glad to see a new face before I leave this world behind. Especially someone with such a rare way about them. My name is Noleg. You're the last living soul outside my kin to hear that name.
Need any help? Well, Stone Sleep first.
Well, I am a stone warden. And by our custom, a day comes when a stone warden begins to slip into the stone sleep. We give ourselves to the ore. Stone our forebears carved through for ages, raising halls and strongholds from its heart. We become yet another monument to the forlorn swords.
You need any help?
Oh, no. I'm just fine with how things are.
Can you tell me more about the Stone Sleep? Is it painful?
That depends on who you ask. Me, I feel no pain. Just peace. I knew what I was signing up for. Every Stone Warden does. But not all see it the same way. My family passed long ago, so I leave no one behind. But Ulfr, he still has his daughter, Fusca. And she's been arguing with Darvan for weeks now, fighting over what should become of her father.
How long does it take?
It's a deeply personal thing. Different for everyone. I've known Stone Wardens who felt the first signs of the Stone Sleep at dawn, and by the next dusk, they were already searching for the place they'd turned to stone. And I've known others where it took years. There's no rule to it. I don't count the days anymore, but I can feel it's nearly time for me to choose a place for myself.
What about your body? Where will you be when the Stone Sleep is finished?
When the time draws near, one makes the journey to a place where they wish to fall asleep. And finally, when their body can no longer move or feed itself, their kin tend to them, feeding them, offering water, leaving gifts, and keeping vigil as the sleep takes hold.
About Ulf, Fusca, and Dervnar. Tell me about Ulf.
One of the finest stone wardens I've known. Had a habit of diving head first into any hole he spotted underground. Nothing could stop him.
And what about Fusca?
Fusca doesn't agree with our tradition. Understandable. She doesn't want to lose her father. But the poor girl doesn't understand that being called to the stone is the highest honor for a stone warden.
And what about Darvnar?
Darvan is the leader of the stone wardens. And right now, maybe the most important man in the tribe. Since Tryggvi's no good for anything anymore.
You said I have such a way about me. What did you mean?
You tell me. I don't know what it is exactly, but there's something different about you. They say the stone sleep makes folk more attuned to the rare and unusual things in this world. Seems you carry one of those in you.
You mentioned Thrigvi.
Let's not talk nonsense, all right?
Fair.
Farewell. It was good to see a new face in the Ulfr village. Who knows? Maybe I'll still be around to see your coming bear some fruit.
Perhaps. Alright, I guess we go down here. And... okay, there's even more people around. Hello?
You're in the Hall of Remembrance, in the seat of the Stone Wardens. My name's Ast. I look after this place. Try not to make noise, or touch anything.
You're Ulfr, right?
Yes. Though in the Stone Wardens, tribal ties don't matter much.
The Hall of Remembrance.
Yes. It's a hall where symbols of remembrance for our ancestors are kept.
What kind of symbols?
Oh, all sorts. Best if you take a look yourself.
Will you tell me more about the Stone Wardens?
You're here, so I probably can't tell you more than you already know.
Okay, about the Stone Sleep. Is that normal here?
Yes.
I appreciate you being quick. Will you enter the Stone Sleep one day?
Very likely. I spend a lot of time near the Weird Stone.
So it's contact with the Weird Stone that turns you to stone.
That and weird steel, yes. But it takes time.
I see. So, Wyrdstone used to be people?
And they turned into stone, yes.
I suppose some of them were great chieftains and warriors.
They were. As well as master craftsmen.
Like who, for example?
Old Eirg, who was the first to describe the properties of weird steel.
What are those warrior statues standing here?
They're not statues. They're Dilrida, who've entered the Stone Sleep.
I see, the Stone Sleep.
The name says it all, really. It's the sleep Dilrida fall into at the end of their lives, when they turn to stone.
Who do those small busts and stone heads represent, then?
Various Dilrida who earned honor in the Stone Wardens. I don't know if their names will mean anything to you.
I mean, let's find out.
All right. That sculpture is Glimhildur Ironfinger. Ring any bells?
No. Can you tell me about her?
She led the Stone Wardens 2 centuries ago. She looked... just...
Anything more?
not much to say. Her rule was long and mostly peaceful.
What exactly do you do here, Ast?
I keep things in order. And I... Goodbye.
Okay, so basically, yeah. I was very,
I
long-winded.
wouldn't come any closer if I were you.
And why's that?
Because I said so. And here in the official hall of the Stone Wardens, my word is law. Leave in peace. I'm not granting an audience.
Not very welcoming to strangers, are you?
Ah, your powers of observation are truly impressive.
I have this talisman.
A nice piece. I recognize Kavor's design. Is this his way of telling me you're worth my time?
Give me a task and you'll see what I can do.
Bold and straightforward. Qualities we look for among our own. But there's one problem. You aren't of Dalrita blood, which means the grace of the Stone Dream won't be granted to you. So, I can't admit you to our ranks.
Is there a way for me to become Dalrita?
Our ancient laws say you might, yes. But they're called ancient laws, not simply laws for a reason. If you achieve something great, say a feat of war, the Elder Council might allow you to walk the path, provided someone would stand in as your father. But as I said, it's no old dead law. Our tribes aren't exactly known for their hospitality, let alone naming outsiders as kin.
Dead law or not, it's still law.
Well, if you've won Kavor's favor, I'm willing to risk giving you a small task.
Good. What do you need?
To prove your worth to the Stone Wardens, you must find a weird stone vein. I assume you know what it is. It used to be the first task for any prospective member of our Brotherhood. These days, most deposits are depleted, so the task is a bit harder. I can tell you where to start searching. There was once a rich vein in an old mine to the north. It may yet run deeper. We abandoned it a century ago, so I can't say exactly what you'll find inside, but I can guarantee you'll find something. And on that note, if I were you, I'd bring my best weapon.
I see. Stronger sent me. It's about... Regriv.
Thrigva, that cursed fool, undead and merged with the Lone Pillar, thinking himself invincible. And perhaps he is, for now. So I guess you want to challenge him to a duel. You cannot defeat him as you are. The Lone Pillar grants him strength beyond mortal flesh. No blade will bite. No armor will hold. Not unless you earn the blessings of the Giants. Listen well. To face Thrigva and live, you'll need more than just courage.
What do you mean?
You'll need to forge a weapon. A true marvel. One capable of shattering the Lone Pillar's might. Without it, you're as good as dead. I'll help you forge it. But you'll need to gather the Giants' blessings first. They hold all the fragments you'll need.
The blessing of the Giants. How do I find them?
What do I look like? A giant keeper? The Giants have no love for the likes of us anymore. Their power does not come cheaply. If Stroner sent you, then go back to his hut. His wife might know something useful. Women tend to keep the wisdom their men ignore.
What would she know?
The Giants respect bargains, oaths, and stories. Stroner's wife, she knows the old ways of dealing with them.
Why hasn't Stroner told me about his wife?
Stroner keeps her close. Protective, I'd say. Or maybe ashamed. If we're being honest, the Ulfr tribesfolk say she's mad. Perhaps even a liar. Claiming she speaks to giants? You can imagine how that goes over. But mad or not, she knows things the rest of us don't. Don't judge her by their words. Go to her and listen. You might find her madness holds more truth than most men's sanity.
Why do you and Stroder conspire against Thrig?
Conspire. Ha! Call it what you like. Plotting, scheming, or just doing what needs to be done. Thrigva's not a man anymore. He's a curse on the Ulfr. And curses don't just go away on their own. Stroner and I understand that. If you're wise, you'll understand it too. Someone has to stop him. And it sure as hell won't happen by sitting around.
If it weren't for Thrig, would the Ulfr have joined the Moot?
If it were up to me, I'd vote against it. The Moot waste time dreaming of invading Camelot, while the Dorita crumble from within. We've got greater problems to solve. Fractured tribes, lost traditions, and a dwindling future. Fixing that should come first.
Agreed.
Off you go. And thank you for aiding the Ulfr tribe.
No problem. Let's go see what else is going on around here. If anything. Always welcome venison. I guess technically we can summon cheese whenever we want, so we're not in a issue of concern when it comes to most things, so... let's see, what else is around here? I don't see anything of importance. You can pop this open, I guess. There we go. Yeah, that'll have to do. Alright, there we go. Let's just run it back. Okay, so far so good on the gathering of quests. I assume there's way more in the village. It's just a matter of finding them. I guess we'll just pop into the buildings here and see what's what. Okay, nothing in here. Nothing worth talking with, anyways. Yeah. Doesn't appear to be anybody in here. What is the time, anyways? 6:48. Okay, so that would explain why we can't see much people around here. Well, no, it's actually still a reasonable time frame for people to be running amok. It's the 6 in the afternoon, I believe. Hello. Dervnar told me to speak with your wife.
Vigdis? What does she have to do with this?
Well, why didn't you mention Vigdis before?
Because I'm protecting her from prying eyes and the superstitions of villagers, that's why. I don't know you. Why would I speak of my wife, accused of madness, to a stranger? For any Dalrita, losing one's mind is like a living death, a shame worse than most can bear. but I love her too much to grant her a good death. If Darvan believes she hasn't gone mad, but instead serves as a bridge between the Ulfr and the giants, then I'll gladly let you speak with her. You'll find her in the locked room. Here's the key.
Right. Well, it needs to be done, so there you go. We'll go, down here, I guess. This is where the locker room, I would imagine, would be. So what I would say, if that were true... Okay, I don't see anything. I don't really see a door here, so I guess it must not be in here. At the very least, I'd wager it's not here. Okay, so there's a few houses here. I mean, I guess we just go in, see what's what. I guess it's gonna be a bit of a talking stream. Hello.
A stranger among the Ulfr. I don't yet know how to read this omen, but I'll be keeping an eye on you, outsider. Though I'm not sure anything worse than Thrigve could befall us.
Who are you?
My name is Erland. I am the seer of the Ulfr tribe, although it seems few among us have any need for a seer. Folk would sooner put their faith in steel than in me.
What about Thrigv?
I don't know if I should speak about our fall with a stranger, but for some reason you were allowed among us. So you'll have your answer. Thrigve has taken hold of the power of the giants, something no human should ever wield. To surrender oneself to such forces is inhuman. It's a spit in the face of Mather. Man was not meant to meddle with what lies beyond his fate.
You speak of a fall. Why such heavy words right away?
Because that's what it is. Not a trial, not a misstep, a fall. When a man trades his soul for strength not meant for him, he drags more than just himself into the abyss. I had a vision of what would await our tribe if nothing changes. We'd all end up as twisted wretches. The first omen has already come. The red eye. I saw it. It was watching me, just beyond our village.
The red eye? What do you mean?
Have you ever heard of the Beholders, outsider? They were beings that dwelt deep in the dark beneath the earth. The Four Dwellers made them a promise to lead them out of that darkness. They promised the Beholders they would see the light. So the creatures followed that false light. They trusted the Four Dwellers, and were twisted by the weirdness. They put their faith into something beyond their grasp. I believe Thrygve, reaching for the power of the giants, is doing the same, placing his trust in the wrong promise. I saw the red eye of a beholder. If nobody stops them, those abominations will crawl out again and twist us, just as they were once twisted.
Why have you not asked someone from your own tribe to help?
Because they wouldn't listen. Or they'd say I'm weak, that I've let fear cloud my judgment. Among the Ulfr, doubt is a heavier burden than truth.
Well, at the very least I can look into it for you.
Is that so? Then perhaps your arrival can bring more than ill tidings. I saw the red eye on the slopes, just beyond the village, while I was foraging in the snow for roots to use in my rites. I think that's where you should begin your search.
What happened to the beholders?
After they were infected with the weirdness, the Four Dwellers turned them into weapons. I once read some old Delrida records, accounts of our ancestors being slaughtered by those foul things during the wars with the Four Dwellers. A terrible fate awaits those who've had any dealings with the giants or the Four Dwellers. The Gunvalder believed that their giants started to awaken and were slaughtered by Camelot. The Thoids gave their faith to a giantess, and they stained themselves with vile magic, turning their backs on the old faith in Maeder.
See.
Tread.
Okay, that's yet another quest piled on to the surplus of quests that we gotta go through. Dude's praying like crazy, so I can't blame him for being very philosophical. Worst case, we find nothing. Best case, we find something. So we'll just help him on his merry way, give him a hand while we can. Of course, this does, of course, mean that we have to do the quest, but that is one among many, well, one among the few that's probably in this village, so we're just gonna dart around, get as many quests as we possibly can, and go from there. Let's see. Hello? Can't really talk with you. Maybe you can pop this open, I guess. What's in here? It doesn't look like anything too special, just random assortments of stuff. I talked with this guy, but he has nothing to say. Nothing constructive, anyways. Alright, let's get going. There's a few buildings here that we can go through. Might as well go into Hrafnan's house and all that jazz. Probably a quest or two around here that we can snag while we're here. I mean, I can quickly go into handcrafting here. Let's quickly make a whole bunch of lockpicks if we can. Here we go, lockpicks. We'll make a 136. That's just gonna help us with lockpicking and general, and that should get us to 100 skill with lockpicking, I'd wager. So getting that resolved quickly, or sooner rather than later, is not a bad idea. Smuggler daggers give us gold for each kill, I believe, so that's a good way to grind up gold if you're trying to get some cash quick, I suppose. But at the same time, you could just invest all your points into, what is it? That other thing, and then there you go. Before we go any farther, we've already been in the hall, I believe, so we don't need to go there, but we can go into here. Only a specific key. Grand Sentries. So, Conqueror's house. I guess we go into the longhouse here. Or the Hearth Hall, as it's called. There might be some people in here that we can talk with, but I don't think there would be. Yeah, last time we checked, there wasn't anything, so... Let's go do the quests now, I suppose.
Fancy. Off you.
So tell me.
Okay, nothing else to say to these guys. Let's drop down. Let's go. I guess we will start with the Rise in the Mountain. So, yeah, let's start with the Rise in the Mountain here. Also check what's down here. I'm curious, to say the least. Requires the Stone Warden's Song, which we can't really access currently. But still, having that area is good to note. If only for the experience. Okay, I guess I gotta go around here, or I go through, so I guess we'll slip through here and go to the other side.
One wrong move.
Okay, you have nothing to add to the conversation, so I guess we leave it at that. We can go to the Ulfr sleeping quarters, which I don't think is what we need. Although, I guess we could check them out. I am curious to see what's going on. Oh, hello.
You've come across the Ulfr at an interesting time, stranger. Things are stirring. Now, tell me.
I have a feeling these are interesting times everywhere.
I dinna doubt that. But most people don't have an undead half-giant as their leader. It's all about Tryggve. The chieftain isn't exactly everyone's favorite. Some say that it's a disgrace we ever let someone like him become the leader. That the Ulfra are now in the hands of a madman who barely resembles a man at all. The Stone Wardens are speaking up too, as he forbade one of our oldest traditions. Some folk are bloody furious about it.
Do all Ulfrites share the same feelings about the tribe situation?
The truth is, we dinna speak openly about it amongst ourselves. I dinna know if it's shame or helplessness, but ever since Tryggve became the Giant's chosen, the bonds within the tribe have started to crumble.
Sounds like the Ulfrites are quite divided right now.
Aye. And I dinna get it either. Strength has always been what mattered most among the Ulfra, and the chieftain has always been the strongest among us. If someone stronger came along, then that one deserved to lead the tribe. That's how we've survived through the ages. Now, Tryggve is the strongest. I didn't care how he did it. He was clever enough to reach for power no one else had. He found a way.
What about the Stone Warden's traditions that Thrigg forbade?
We, the Stone Wardens, can no longer visit our kin bound in the stone sleep. And if you met any Dalriata before, you should already know that honoring our ancestors is damn important.
Oh, very.
Whether it's the mad folk from Volker or the ones from Tide, our ancestors are sacred. Always have been.
Why can't you visit those in the stone sleep?
Tryggve decreed it so. We're no longer allowed to honor anything or anyone other than him. By drawing close to the giants, he claims to have become one of them, and so he expects the same treatment they received.
As a Stone Warden, you don't mind that Thrigby forbade you from visiting your kin in the stone sleep.
I dinna know. Of course, I have someone resting in the stone sleep. Brynja, my mother. But the chieftain's word stands above all. After all, he holds the authority to challenge traditions. And if he's chosen to do so, there must be a reason behind it.
You're a Stone Warden. Was that always what you wanted to be?
Aye. I was born in...
I'm just gonna start,
stranger. Shame, it's so I wonder if that old dog...
Your mother, yeah.
I was at a... But...
I'm just gonna keep
so-
skipping through this because it's... I can pay respects to your mother in your stead. Just tell me who she is.
What? It's forbidden. Tryggve made...
I'm not afraid of Thrigby, nor is he my chieftain. I'll do it.
You serious? Here. And take this.
You think about
To
Stone Street?
slowly... Some of the young dull, and they'll never under... That's why
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip
I
through
hope
this.
that but it is the custom. Even if the one you're...
I just
if
want to
you
get
see a
through this,
stone-
basically. Yeah, I could stick around and do it all, but I kind of want to punch something at this point. It's getting ridiculous. This is too much. And you know what? I'll leave the other buildings for now. We'll explore them later. I'm sure there is no difference between the lot here, so... Oh, hello. Reinforced chest. Well, we've got 500 lockpicks, so we're not lacking in options for, picking the lock. We get Ulfr Warborn boots. We just gotta go down, basically. Down far enough to actually go around, at least. What's up here? Before I go any farther. I am actually curious. Ah, that's the boy that we're planning to take out. So we should leave him alone for now before we start touching him. Sooner we deal with the situation around, the better. Gotta play smart after all, don't we? Does appear that there's a small downward slope here, so we can check this out, I guess. Perched cave. Let's go in. Let's see what's what. It'll be a good attempt to test how damaging the shield is if we manage to apply frost when we're blocking. It's a big cave, to say the least. We'll start by going up and around. If we go down to the ocean, or the water. I'll leave the water for now. Oh, hello. Okay, so it doesn't build up enough. But we took out a beholder, which is pretty nice. Not as strong as I was expecting. Then again, we are built different, so... Here we go. Easy. That was, yeah. They're surprisingly weaker than I anticipated. Okay, so yeah, that leads up and around, but this leads down and through. A lot of beholders here. Huh. Let's save here, and let's talk with this guy. Hey.
Please, no! I've done nothing wrong. I beg you, don't kill me. You must go soon. More beholders may be on their way.
Who are you?
I'm Avar.
1 second.
Though it's been a long time since I've spoken that name aloud.
Alright, it seems I've got stuff to do today, but give me a... We'll get this stream. We'll keep going until we finish this conversation. Erland sent me. He saw you watching it one day.
So it was him. I wondered if the man I saw was really Erland. He's grown gaunt. When I was just a boy, he cast me out. He said I was too frail, and he feared I'd bring weakness to the Ulfr. An omen made flesh. That's all I was to him.
How in the world did the Beholders not kill you, then?
Can't say for sure, but I've lived among them for years. I guess they see me as the same kind of aberration my tribe did, only they view me with curiosity, not fear or violence.
How did you come to live among them?
When Erland cast me out, I was still a child. Weak. I didn't get far. I crawled into the first hole I could find to escape the blizzard. It turned out it led to a whole network of caves. The Beholders found me and they fed me, just like that. So I stayed.
Can you tell me more about these creatures?
The tribe told stories, said they were terrifying living war machines, marked by the weirdness and shaped by the Four-Dwellers. But I don't think they were always like that. They're intelligent, they communicate with one another, and once I saw one that looked like it was crying.
Why were you watching Erland?
That day, the Beholders led me to an exit, urged me to go outside. It was the first time in years I'd set foot on the surface. After some time, I saw Erland looking for something in the snow. I stared at him for so long, until he noticed me and fled. I went back into hiding too.
Didn't you want to go out again?
It's not that simple. The entrance to the cave only reveals itself when the Beholders allow it. Otherwise, all you'll see is bare rock.
So the way out is closed to you too?
Yes, but truth be told, I never really needed to leave. The Beholders brought me food, and I had access to fresh water. As strange as it might sound.
How was I able to enter that cave then?
I think that they let you in because they thought you were Erland. They must have felt what I carry for that man and wanted to do something for me. And kill him.
Erland wanted me to kill all Beholders.
Please, just go. I don't want any more bloodshed. The Beholders you encountered, that wasn't all of them. More could be coming soon.
Honestly, this guy sounds like he doesn't want to get involved with anything. And it's clear that he's suffered quite a bit. Erland would probably want you dead, but I won't do that.
Thank you. But hurry now. You need to leave this place.
As far as I can tell,
Please, go.
I'm not sure. I could, as far as I'm concerned, this guy doesn't deserve to die. He's just sitting here doing nothing. He's not even affecting anybody, like... This guy has not done anything wrong. Aside from just... exist. I think it'd be a mercy to keep him alive. Well, not to... It'd be a mercy not to, do anything against him. Whether he does anything or not, that's another story, but, I think mercy is, one of the, best things we can do for the guy, because he's doing fine on his own here. Yes, the Four-Dwellers have been known to be wacky, but they're never inherently evil. They have sentience going for them, so that is that. We'll have to see if we do anything about that, but for now, It's not a concern. Should be fine. But I'm going to wrap it up here. Or I'm going to wrap it up for at least for now, because I got stuff to do today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. See you in a bit. Alright, I am back. Let's get back into things. Okay. Let's see. To roughly give an idea as to what happened, just life stuff, nothing too crazy. But, yeah. Had a nice lunch, and now I'm roaring to go again. So, that's just how it goes. Not a fall you want to be, getting familiar with, but, I digress. Hello. Oh.
Who goes there? Is it you, Fusca?
I'm a friend of the tribes, and who might you be?
I'm Olaf, senior journeyman of the Stone Warden's Brotherhood. It's rare I meet anyone from outside the tribes. I've never set foot beyond the Forlorn Swords, so my knowledge of the wider world is limited. And now, as you can see, I'm here to stay. So tell me, what brings you to us? Or perhaps you prefer I share some wisdom instead?
I'm seeking King Arthur's crown.
If that's true, then you carry a great burden, and an even greater danger follows you. Perhaps it's for the best that I won't live to see the day you decide to pass through the gate. The old stories about the one who claims the crown are grim. Even among the Stone Wardens, we don't speak of them often.
What do you mean?
The eldest brothers say that whoever dares claim the crown and steps through the gate will bring calamity upon Avalon. What kind of calamity? No one knows. Or perhaps no one wants to say. That's all I can tell you. I hope they're just old tales. But if not, I hope you return whole. I've grown to like you. It's been ages since I've had such a long conversation.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened. This is the process of stone sleep. It's my choice. I've chosen to leave this world on my own terms, surrounded by my brothers. The men you see here, frozen in time, are my kin. Each of them embraced the sleep, just as I do now. I know our customs may seem strange to outsiders, but trust me, there's no greater honor for a Stone Warden than to merge with the land we've served.
Stone sleep.
I forget sometimes. Those outside the tribes don't know our ways. It's no secret, so I'll tell you. Stone sleep is how we unite with the land we've worked and protected. It's the highest honor. A chance to become one with the soil that sustained us. We believe it grants a kind of immortality.
Tell me about the Stone Wardens.
We are the noblest of orders, forged from the strongest miners and smiths. Our history goes back to the earliest days of the Dal Riata in the Forlorn Swords. We serve the land and its hidden treasures. Only the most skilled and devoted are welcomed among us. There's no room for aimless wanderers. We're born of the land, sustained by it. And in the end, we return to it. That's why we embrace the stone sleep.
You think I could become a full member of the Stone Warden Brotherhood?
We've never accepted anyone who isn't Dal Riata. Not in living memory, anyway. Darvan sticks to traditions like moss on stone. So don't hold your breath. That said, The world's changing. Not necessarily for the better, just shifting. Like the ground beneath our feet is moving, and we can't stop it.
Fair.
We used to say, the world will end before we let outsiders into our ranks. Maybe we cursed ourselves with those words. Don't take it personally if Darvan decides to make an exception for you. I trust his judgment. And if he does, the rest of the Brotherhood will fall in line.
You mentioned Fusca. Who's that?
She's my daughter. A brave young woman who worries about me a great deal. She stops by every now and then to tend to my stone-bound body. A good girl. Though, if you ask me, she worries far too much. I'm not dying, after all. I'm simply entering the stoned sleep. And that's far better than dying.
I see. But yeah, no, eventually everybody here turns into stone, so... That tends to be the norm of this place, it seems. Is that why the auras regenerate so fast? It's because of the stone sleep. I highly doubt it, but it's an interesting thought to think about. Not that it matters too much, it just makes things a little interesting, that's all. But hey, resources are resources. I'll welcome every advantage I can get my scrubby little hands on. There's just a random house here. Vigdis and Egil's house. Okay. Okay, we got grindstone. Not much beyond that, of course. I guess we go down here, and this is a locked door. Well, let's go see. Let's save here and talk with Vigdis. Hello? Darvnar sent me. He said you know how to speak with the giants.
He sent you, didn't he? Ha! That's bold of him. Sending someone else to poke at old wounds. Yes, I know their ways. Or what little of it the Ulfr haven't buried with scorn and silence. But you're not here for stories, are you? You're here for the blessings.
I need their blessings to forge some weapon. Without it, I can't face Thygruth.
The giants don't just hand out blessings like baubles at a market. Their favor is earned, not begged for. They respect oaths, strength, and sacrifice. You'll need to approach their shrines, what remains of them, and prove your worth. Each giant demands something different. It could be a test of will, a trial of battle, or a riddle no mortal tongue can solve.
How do I find these shrines?
Start where the land still remembers their steps. Their shrines lie in places of weight. You'll feel it when you're close. The air grows heavy, and the earth hums beneath your feet. We built shrines near the giants themselves, where they stand petrified, often part of the mountains now. If you falter, they will know, and if you lie, you'll wish you hadn't.
What kind of sacrifice should I bring to speak with them?
For the Gonvaldor giant, the summoner, bring proof of the hunt. The summoner respects not just strength, but the bonds you forge. Alone, you are nothing. Together, you are worthy. For the Thoid Mother, the giant of bloom and ash, offer flowers. Simple, fragile things, yet they carry life even in ruin. She remembers beauty, where others see only loss. And for the giant below, the keeper of depths, well, you'll need to find that out for yourself. The giants demand truth, not tricks. Fail them, and you'll face a wrath older than the earth itself.
Will the giants help me get rid of Thygruv, or will they just make things worse?
The giants see Thrugva for what he is. A parasite clinging to their world, twisting what was once sacred. They have no love for him. For years they've waited, longing for a champion, someone strong and worthy enough to carry their blessing and cleanse this land of his corruption. If you prove yourself, they will help you. Just show them you're the one they've been waiting for.
Why do the Ulfr think you're mad for knowing all this?
Because I speak truths they'd rather forget. It's easier to call someone mad than face the shame of their own weakness. The giants haven't abandoned us. We abandoned them. If you want their blessings, you must show them we still remember. We still honor their strength.
Very well.
Go with purpose, and tread carefully. The giants do not forgive fools.
Consider it done. Guess we got a lot of work ahead of us. That's gonna be fun. Alright, let's do this. Let's see. Let's see what we can get for the blessings. We'll have to do quite a bit. And it does look like we're going to have to go deeper south here if we want to complete that, so... That's to be fun. I'll be honest, I still don't know if the shield even works or anything, so that's going to be fun to test out. I guess we go in here. Elevator pass. And we don't need to go to the elevator, really. Yeah, supposedly there's something down there, but I can't really find it, so it's fine. Alright, let's see. Well, I guess we need to go to the Omen Flesh, so we'll do that first. we might as well just pop that quest done. Get it complete, wrapped up, if you will. 1 second. I just want to do one thing real quick. There we go. I just want to see more of the stream on my side monitor.
Welcome.
I made it into the cave where I met Eivor. He was the one watching you.
Eivor? But that boy was too weak to survive. It can't be.
That boy survived and lived among beholders all these years.
How is that even possible? That abomination. How could you speak with such a thing? I hope you deal with it. Did you put an end to his life?
I let him live. He didn't deserve death.
What? This must be some cruel joke. No. You speak the truth. How could you be so reckless? Leave. Get away from me, and don't come near again.
If you truly wish to prevent ruin, do what you believe is right.
You're damn right I will.
Well, it's not my problem anymore. If he wants to cause problems, well, that's his vindictive, but we're not getting involved in that, that's for sure. Let's try and reforge that blade. I am curious to see what's required of it to make it again. Maybe I can forge it up. Well, I'll worry about that in a bit. For now, I'm more focused on... let's grab what we can here. I'm curious. Oh, did not mean to grab all that, but okay. Picked up some trash along the treasure. Drop the soup spoon. Drop the fishing rod. That should be fine. I think that's everything. Okay, where to next? If we go across the bridge, that would be nice, but I don't think we can get through here that way. We'd have to go the long way around, which is over here. So we're going to have to warp over to the crossroads here and then go around here, I guess? Or we find a way across here, which I don't think we're going to get away with. I mean, alternatively, there's the massive sword, I suppose, so there is that. And then, of course, there's For the Silent. So I guess I can quickly warp over there and resolve it. Why not? Eh? Alright, that's been done. Rise into mountain, face the storm. We're gonna warp over to the gorge next. Go see what's what here. I knew this was gonna have some importance, so I guess we go in here. So this is one of the giants, then. Here you go.
You tread where others dare not. Speak, mortal. Why have you come to the dark beneath the world?
Are you the Keeper of Depths? I was told you could help me.
Help? No, mortal. I do not help. I judge. I weigh the worth of those who come seeking the secrets of the deep. If you wish my blessing, you must earn it in the shadows, where fear walks beside you.
What are you? A giant or something else entirely?
What am I? I am what lies beneath. The roots of the world, the keeper of secrets long buried. You do not need to know what I am. You need to prove what you are.
I seek your blessing to defeat Thygov.
Trigva. His corruption festers even here, staining the roots of the world. If you wish to destroy him, you must prove you understand the price of power. Show me you can take what the depths demand: courage, wit, and sacrifice. The heart and the mind both are tested here. Bring me what lies at the core of your enemies. The heart and the brains of a beast will prove your courage and cunning. Only then will you earn the blessing of the depths. The beast lies slain, its heart and mind laid bare. You have proven yourself mortal, not just in strength, but in will. Few dare to face the darkness, and fewer still emerge victorious. You have earned the blessing of the depth. Take it, and know it binds you to the weight of what lies below, the unyielding, the eternal, the unseen. This fragment is yours, forged by the shadows and the earth itself. Go now, and tread carefully. The depths remember all who walk them.
Alrighty. For our troubles, we get our hands on the Forgotten Giant's Blessing. We need 2 more of those, and that's going to be quite easy to do. And hey, the enemies that we face are probably going to be equally as, yeah, no, we've already been through there, so, yeah. That first quest wasn't all that bad. It was just beat the hell up some freak. Easy peasy. I guess the other two tests are going to be similar, if not, different. But we got, first one. As for what we go with, I guess more endurance. That's just going to increase our melee damage by additional 1, so... How can we say no to the endurance? Alright, so we've got damage reduction 15 because of that. Carrying is probably going to be a ridiculously powerful tool for us, and it would give us a reason to get rid of some items on us, which increase crit. So that is an option that we can choose to go down, but I don't think we go that route. Let's see. We can heal with crits. We could also take advantage of stealth if need be, and just go sneak attack damage with unarmed, which would technically increase our damage output. We can increase our dash invincibility. We can gain damage reduction based on our missing health. We can return damage if enemies attack us. I'm going to increase the armor value of our equipment now at this point. We're reaching a point where our armor is going to get ridiculously powerful here, so... Might as well take advantage where we can. So this will increase our armor values, which will, in turn, increase our damage, because armor percentage increases damage as well. We are going to go over to this one next. Hello. What do you got, body? You got more lockpicks, which we don't need. We'll sell some things if we got them. Yeah, we don't need to sell anything, really. I don't think. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright. Let's see. I don't know whether this will work or not, but we'll still try. I guess we give an acorn. Oh, hello.
Who dares disturb the silence of the stone? Speak, small one, and tell me why you stand before the summoner.
I come to honor the giants and earn your favor.
Honor, a rare gift from the living to the forgotten. But honor alone does not earn my blessing. Show me your strength, your will, and the bonds you have forged with others. Only then will I lend you the might of the summoner.
Are you truly alive, or just a memory in the stone? Like a stone warden?
Alive? Dead? Such words mean little to a being as old as I. My essence lingers, bound to the stone and the world it once shaped. Speak not of what I am, but of what you seek.
I seek your blessing to defeat Thygo.
Thrygve, the parasite clinging to the pillar. He twists the old ways for his own greed, a shadow of what the Ulfr once stood for. If you wish to rid the world of his corruption, you must prove you are worthy of my power. Call forth your allies, mortal. The summoner respects not lone strength, but the bonds that carry us forward. Together you will face this trial. Fail, and I shall remain silent forevermore.
Okay, I believe he's asking us to summon. So, what we do here is... What is our current mana looking? We've got a MP of 50, so that's not going to be a lot. But it's necessary. Well, we just need to do as much as we can with 50 mana. Skeleton Knight is 60, 60, 50. I mean, Master Assassin would be the way to go, huh? Either that or Battle Mage. I'll go with Battle Mage, and then we'll have Soul Salvage. Okay, so I can't do that, because the cost is 65. I can summon a Keeper, I guess. Okay, let's swap over to a quick potion here. Don't even need that, I just need, potions. Yeah, no, let's just equip the summon here. There we go. Man, the generation of that doesn't work that much, doesn't it? At least a block is gonna get some levels here, so that's nice. Okay. What are you gonna do? Ow, okay. I respect it. Well, at least the, summon is doing its work as intended, so that's good. Yeah, so this shield isn't really doing much for us, so that's fine. Let's swap over to a better shield. Yeah, so something I've noticed, Block of Ice does not build up chill fast. So it's fine. At least our magic is gonna start scaling like crazy, so that's good. I'm not sure if this is like a kill quest or something, but I assume you need to have summoners doing the dirty work for you, so... We'll just prioritize defense here, and rely on the summoners. At least, if we do it this way, we'll get the block that we need, so that's nice. At least magic is gonna scale with, each time we do this, so that's gonna be nice. But, yeah, no, we just need the summons to do the damage, I guess, so there you go. Hey. Almost there. Now.
You have faced my summons and stood victorious. Few possess the strength to endure, and fewer still the bonds to overcome. You are worthy of my blessing. Take it, mortal, and carry the strength of the summoner with you. But know this, my power is not a gift. It is a burden. Wield it wisely, for it binds you to those you fight for. Go now. The giant strength is yours to wield. But Their expectations are yours to bear. Do not fail.
Okay, that's something. Alright, let's unsummon, I guess. Where's the unsummon button? I guess it's soul salvage? Yeah. So I guess if I really wanted to summon, I can do that now, so... As a result of... I'm not sure if you just need to kill certain enemies, but there you go. Or you need to kill the enemies in a specific way. I guess you just need to do it as described, so... Or the silent. I guess we can quickly let her know while we're here, so that way we can claim that we've done our duty to a degree. And we'll go from there. I'm sure there's other quests that we gotta do, but this is just getting it done and over with. I can't talk with her. Great. Well, there's an easy way to resolve this situation. We just rest it. Wait until 8, I guess. That's usually the time when people are awake, so there you go. Here we go. Yo.
What do you want?
I paid respects to your mother.
You did? By the stone. Thank you. I thought she'd been forgotten up there. I just know that she gave you her blessing. And so do I, stranger. May your gods guide your steps down good paths. Take this. A small token of gratitude for what you've done.
Anytime. A wreath of sparks. Electrifies a random nearby
Watch
enemy.
yourself.
We get some experience for it, which is welcome. It's about, like, 1 or 3 kills worth of EXP, but it's still something. I'm not going to go into the other rooms. I just can't be faffed with it. Right now, anyways. We can do it later. But, yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to get over there, so... I guess the sword would be a good indication as any. As to how to get there. Let's see. Am I feeling particularly risky? I mean, I could do it. Realistically, the smartest solution would be to go here and then go that way, but I kind of want to see if I can't run this sword. So I'm going to save here just to be safe. And let's walk among the giant's sword. See how capable we really are. Welp. It's possible. Playing a very careful game of tightrope here. But we can run along it, so it is a path. Alrighty, well... I guess this is also a place we need to be at, don't we? Yeah, no, this is intended. The giant nest. Wait. Wait. I remember a particular bird flying around. Is this the place? Hold on. Zelf instructed me to find a crow's nest in a forlorn sword and sleep there. So I guess we will rest. Let's give it a full guaranteed day. Oh. Oh, do I have to go up there? There we go.
You are so beautiful, so full of talent. I really understand why Self decided that your life should take a turn.
Yes, you're quite appetizing, but you're not here for compliments.
Who are you two?
Who are we, dear sympathy?
Who are we, dear trickster?
No one special. Bit like you, guest.
Don't say that. We have meaning after all. Once, we were crows. My companion walked the path of self. I followed the path of war. I thought I was destined to serve as a priest in the name of Bad.
Plans change.
Plans do change indeed.
Tell me more about Self.
Incredible. You won't see Self in action. No one ever does. Self is that good.
Stop it. I'm getting jealous.
And tell me more about war.
The High Priest of Bad, one of the most distinguished to ever hold the title. He taught me many things, including that a child of Morrigan can exist without a body. Thanks to his teachings, Trickster and I were able to survive.
You give him far too much credit.
Why did you end up in a place like this?
We botched the task entrusted to us.
But we also showed creativity. We transferred our essence to this place.
Morrigan decided we were quite the spectacle. She allowed us to continue existing, but only here.
Without a physical, tangible form. We observed the outside world through the many pairs of crow eyes it offers us.
Where am I?
In the House of Madness.
Stop saying such nonsense, Trickster. This is a place, dear fledgling, that was once home to Morrigan herself. She let in a little light and allowed us to dwell here. Since then, we've taken to hosting talented fledglings, or Morrigan's favorites. Those who, for some reason, were meant to find their way into the void.
Favorites? Makes you wonder why war hasn't visited us in so long.
What do I have to do?
You'll shed unnecessary baggage.
A bond that needs to be severed.
In other words, you'll butcher someone. Or be the butchered one.
Don't worry, I think you'll manage. Luth is probably eager to meet you too. He's surely full of pride.
Yes, perhaps we shouldn't keep those birds waiting. We've kept him here quite long enough. He might be getting bored.
Only if our guest has no more questions.
Luth. Why do I have to kill him?
Did you know that young cuckoos sometimes push other chicks out of the nest? For a moment, you'll become just like that cuckoo.
This will help you grow up a little.
Okay, so I have to take out Luth. I don't have any more questions. I'll be going.
Yes, a fight.
Finally, something interesting.
I'll keep my wings crossed.
It's the moment you completed your first task, I had a feeling we might cross paths. You're a remarkably talented child. Shame your journey might end here, or shame I won't be around to see where it takes you. Why do we have to fight? You're a fledgling now, just like me. Sometimes the children of Morgan pit fledglings against one another to thin the ranks of the crows, especially when someone rises through the hierarchy so quickly. So we're fighting because I'm rising in the hierarchy. Yes, and as I said before, I know it happens from time to time. Rarely. Makes perfect sense. The crows are an elite, tight-knit circle. Make sure that only the best of their ranks join. They're testing out those talented crows. Fate loves mocking us, doesn't it? Just like the crows, we must be quite the entertainment for them. They trapped you here. I don't feel like a prisoner. Neither should you. The truth is, I wouldn't have had much of a choice, but I didn't need one. I would have agreed to all of this no matter the circumstances. Who are the two I spoke to before? Ah, Sympathy and Trickster. The charming couple. As far as I know, they used to be truly exceptional crows, but one of their missions turned out to be far more dangerous than they anticipated. And no, I'm not going to tell you what it was. Okay. Still, it seems like they're having plenty of fun in their current state, doesn't it? Well, if we must fight, then let's fight. You've always been eager for work. I respect that. I have one request. Give it everything you got, Birdie. Is... okay. I didn't loot him, I guess, but alright. I guess I didn't, do it quick enough? I don't know. I'll quickly speed through the dialogue and just, loot the guy, because I didn't think I was gonna just do me in like that.
So,
Yeah.
who don't want I
Plan. In.
He taught things.
You get.
Okay,
But we all
More.
without
just gonna speed through it.
In.
stops. This is she led since
Favorite. You.
a bar.
In other.
Don't worry, Luth.
Yeah, we've kept.
Only
Alright.
Did you for a moment?
this will. Yeah.
Fun.
Okay, I'm just gonna speed through the dialogue. Well, I got his blades at least, so that's something. I yoinked his blades before he could do anything else, so there you go. Alright, but for our troubles, we get... well, we've got the Wreath of Sparks, which electrifies a random nearby enemy every 10 seconds. Dealing damage to the enemy deals 10% of the damage dealt to all nearby enemies. If an electrified enemy dies, another one is randomly electrified. So this can quite literally just deal 10% damage across a whole bunch of people. But we do get the Assassin Bow. Attacks have a 10% chance to apply slow for 5 seconds, and critical hits have 80%. Critical hits have 80% instead. What? Oh, I see. So if I crit with the Assassin Bow, it deals 80% of a slow. Collateral Blade applies a strong poison buildup, but half of it is applied to you as well. And it's the same for the other dagger, so there you go. But I guess that's the quest. So I guess I go back to Kunox. Yeah, and if I go to Kunok, then I go over to the Petrified Visage. I guess that's where I need to go. Let's go to Kunox. Let's quickly get this done. I guess we warp over to here, because this is Morgraine's Hollow, I guess. That's what they asked of me, I believe. I could be wrong, but... who knows? I'm sort of winging it with the guesses here, so... we'll see. Yeah, okay, so we do go here. Okay. I had to double check to be sure. But because we've done so, we can talk with her and let her know the situation. Hello, Self.
So you've returned. Did you have a nice nap? Was the company to your liking?
It was entertaining.
I'm glad to see you're fitting in so well, even among our most unique company. I personally am very fond of Sympathy and Trickster. There's something admirable in the way they cling to existence. Sometimes I wonder if they do it purely out of spite. I hated every second of it. Sympathy and Trickster are an acquired taste, to be sure, but they serve as a lesson in what it truly means to be a child of Morrigan. Even in failure, even in death, we can still have our uses.
Do you have any more tasks for me? I assume not.
Me? Not as such. What I do have for you is a meeting. Perhaps the most important one of your life. You are to meet with War, the High Priest of Badb. The rest will be in his hands, and most importantly, in yours. That is all I can tell you. Now go, my fledgling. And may Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes.
Alright. And I guess we go over here. In we go. Let's go see what the High Priest is up to. What the hell is this place? I guess this is you, huh?
Welcome, child of Morrigan. Now you stand before her presence, ready to receive the highest honor.
You seem familiar. Badar.
I went by that name once, yes. Now, you see me as the embodiment of war, one of the three holy aspects of the goddess Morrigan. Ask your questions, child, before the time comes to fulfill our goddess's will.
Why did you deceive me?
You stand before the goddess of war, death, and destruction, and you're surprised that I used deception to test your dedication. I thought your time with the children would have taught you that the ends justify the means. My purpose has always been to recruit only the most worthy followers.
And what if I had killed Stealth and the other children?
Then you would have proven they were unworthy. If a hatchling could overcome a crow and its fledglings, then they weren't fit to serve Morrigan. You would have purged our ranks, and I would have found new devotees. It wouldn't be the first time a high priest took such measures.
Stealth sent me here for my next task.
What do you take me for, child? A mercenary commander. Serving Morrigan is no common duty. It's a calling you feel, or don't. And only the most faithful may stand before Morrigan's presence.
My actions do prove my faith, I cannot deny that.
Your actions are meaningless if the Corax hasn't revealed itself to you. The Corax is Morrigan's herald, a promise of liberation. The Corax's appearance is a sign that it's time for the children to step from the shadows and declare their dominion over Avalon. And I know the Corax favors you most often. Such is Morrigan's will.
You want the children to reveal themselves and take control of the island.
Precisely. For too long, we've lurked in the shadows, preventing Morrigan from claiming her rightful throne among the gods. We've ruled Avalon for centuries, guiding its fate according to our goddess's will. So why shouldn't we openly claim what's already ours? Imagine it, child. All united under Morrigan's banner. A supreme goddess who cares for her followers, unlike the absent All-Mother. We'll bring peace on our terms, with Morrigan's blessing.
And how do you know that's Morgan's will?
Indeed, I have faith, but no certainty. And since it's you who has the honor of witnessing the Corax, I'll send you as an emissary before our goddess. Seems she has chosen you for this communion, and I humbly accept her will. Find out what our goddess requires of us, and I will ensure her will becomes law.
So I'm to meet Morgan's Corax. Where?
I've seen it in a vision. The nest. Where your meeting will take place. Listen well, for her words are sacred. And return swiftly to bring me her will. May Morrigan's wings shield you from prying eyes.
Alright. So it seems he wants to claim Avalon, but that's not exactly what faith will bring. So whether or not it actually ends up being that way, I'm not sure. But hey, that's just how it goes, I suppose. Alrighty tighty. now we go back to the Korok's nest, I would wager. So, warp over to the Forlorn Swords. We go back to the giant nest, which is the Korok's nest, I believe. And we go from there. Man, you gotta love the teleporting, though. It's really nice. Well, let's save here and let's go meet ourselves a goddess, because I'm actually very intrigued on what's going to go down here. Let's go.
I called, and here he is. The king, torn to shreds, pieced back together.
What do you want from me?
Decide. The paths of self. Whispers in the shadows. Wings gliding silently on the wind. Crow eyes. Watching. Patient. Or the path of war. The wild screech. An open assault. Beaks and claws. Blood.
If I choose one, what happens to the other?
They die by your hand. Their paths cannot merge, like day and night, like breath and scream. One must yield to the other.
Does it matter to you which path I take?
You ask a crow what it prefers? Warm blood or cold carrion? The crow feeds on what fate delivers. All will fall into my claws when the time comes.
There is no reason for as far as I'm concerned, you can take either path and it would work out well. I'm personally going to go with the path of self, because you don't want to destroy Avalon, unless you do, in which case things would go it'd go up the walls. I'm going to choose the path of self. Your children should remain in the shadows.
So be it. Walk the path of silence. The wind will carry your whispers. The enemy will not see you. War will not sense your blade. Bury it deep in his back.
And that is our decision. And you know what? We may as well complete this quest line while we're doing it, so bugger it. Let's do that. Alright, War. It's time to face deliverance, I guess. So we go right back to Kunox. We go right back over here. And we're going to just have a word. I've made my decision. I do not want to be part of a calamity that destroys everything.
Speak. What is the will of the goddess?
Morrigan does not permit the children to reveal themselves. I must kill you.
What is this? You dare lie to the High Priest to fulfill Sel's traitorous will? I see through you. You blaspheme. For Morrigan's will has always been to seize dominion over the world, and I cannot be mistaken in interpreting her signs.
Morgan is death. She's always ruled over the living.
That is true. I never thought of it that way. Are you saying that I am the blasphemer, bringing the children into the light? How could have I been so wrong? But grant me one thing. Let me die fighting. Let your spilled blood pay for my sin.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's inform Self of the situation. Hello.
You did splendidly, my crow. Tell me, did you truly speak with Morrigan?
Yes, she allowed me to decide as I see fit.
That's surprisingly reassuring, I must admit. Honestly, I thought Morrigan was more of a myth than an actual goddess guiding us. I'm almost envious, Crow. I can't recall anyone in the history of the children who's spoken with a goddess face to face.
What happens now?
I will guide the children of Morrigan in the way we've always known. In the shadows that protect us. In the shadows, we are safe. We can focus on what truly matters. Building security and creating stability in these chaotic, unpredictable times. And I suggest you do the same. Act with wisdom and prudence in your decisions, so that you may forever remain a child of Morrigan. And remember, you'll always have a place here from now on. May Morrigan's wings forever shield us from prying eyes. Somehow, that sounds truer now.
There we go. We've completed the Children of Morrigan storyline. There doesn't really appear to be anything in particular beyond this point, so yeah. I don't think there's any merchants either. We can't really take anything from what's-his-face when we kill them, so... An unfortunate reality, but that's just how it goes sometimes. But hey, we did manage to get a gear set, so that's nice. Crow's Talons increase sneak attack damage by 50%. Crow's Garb. Physical attacks regenerate 15% of damage dealt to stamina, and sneak attack increases by 50%. We get the Crow's Breeches, which increases critical damage by 30%, which actually goes really hard here. So we might even wear those breeches. We get the Crow's Boots, which increases critical chance by 20%, as well as decreased noise. This might actually be slightly better than Sir Gawain's Sabatons, but I'm not 100% certain yet. I'm sure I'll work out a proper gear set, but for now. And Crow's Mask increases critical damage by 50% and increases attack speed by 50%. If we are willing to go with the boots here, which increases critical chance by 20%, we can sack the Sir Gawain's helm, take 5 stat points, and then we can start critting over and over and over and over again. And we can do 50% extra damage as part of that, as well as increase our attack speed by a ridiculous amount. We don't really use sneak attack damage, so there's no point in that. Critical damage is probably going to be our best friend, so we might swap over to Crow Breeches, Crow Boots, and Crow Helm. But the gauntlets remain. That is a fact, because we don't need sneak attack. Instead, we want to crit as hard and as much as possible, so nuking enemies down is necessary. But yeah, the more levels we get, the stronger we'll be. The stronger we'll be, the more damage our fist will do. And in turn, it just makes us more ridiculous, so. I guess for now, let's go back to the Forlorn Swords. We are going to warp over to here, I guess. And we're just going to do one more thing here. Mainly just overlooking the area, and then we'll wrap up. But, yeah. Here we go. Where are we? Okay. But, yeah. Next stream, what are we going to be doing? Well, obviously, we're going to be going down over into here. We're going to be seeing what this area holds for us. Probably a lot, I would wager. Obviously, we need to go to the mountain here and talk with that. We've got to do Divide and We Fall again. So that's another quest there that we got to do, so that's going to be fun. But we'll probably hold off on doing that and all that later. But we're definitely going to prioritize getting the tribe here dealt with. And we'll peer around here, see if there's anything. We're almost done with what I believe is the favor of the druids, so we're almost there. But yeah, we are going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.